Then he continued to work odd jobs while pursuing skateboarding, but an unavoidable detail that presents itself in analyzing Aaron's story is his involvement in a relatively controversial set of beliefs known as Scientology.
For the record, I know very little about this. It's a religion that I know they got made fun of on South Park.
You're the secret doctrine. You have to be in the church for several years, Stan.
I know Tom Cruise is in it.
Considered a cult by some, or more neutrally, a business.
Variously defined as a cult, a business, or a new religious movement. Okay, so religion is the third thing on the list, huh? How many to learn?
It is known for providing, for lack of a better term, a plethora of self-help courses to its members in exchange for monetary payments.
So if I take a course in Scientology and donate some money, I can get good at whatever I want?
I think they just don't understand it, and I think it's just a thing where they just don't know what it is.
Yeah, people are saying some crazy stuff.
And people say some wild stuff.
What the f was that? What was that, dude? He is flabbergasted. Hi, YouTube. Do you guys know who Braille Skateboarding is? I think they're the biggest skateboarding YouTube channel, dude. They got freaking 5.8 million subscribers, 5,000 videos. This is Aaron Cairo. He used to run the channel, or still does. I'm not sure who's on screen most of the time these days, but I guess he's still in some of the videos, because here he is. Dude, I used to freaking watch them back in the day. I think they used to do like skateboard tutorials type things, but then they freaking moved on to like putting trucks on everything. Skate Everything was like their big series. They would put skateboard trucks on like a Harry Potter book, or like make a skateboard out of weird shit, and it was freaking cool for a while. It kind of got old after a little bit, but I mean, freaking they made a whole series out of it, and they've had a bunch of different hosts come and go on the channel, I think, since then. But freaking, I've been going down kind of like this rabbit hole about, I guess, like him being involved in Scientology, or like what that actually means. Apparently he's like some sort of leader in San Francisco of Scientology. I don't know what that means or how many leaders there are leaders, but yeah, I just recorded the first 8 minutes of this reaction and my freaking mic wasn't working. But yeah, we're gonna freaking react to a couple videos today. This first one is freaking Aaron Cairo, The Rise and Fall of Braille Skateboarding by Dumb Data. This should give us just like some background information on what freaking Braille is and who we're talking about and stuff.
Braille Skateboarding is the largest skateboarding related YouTube channel in terms of subscriber count and video upload volume at 5.85 million subscribers, over 5,200 uploads, and is the brainchild of Aaron Cairo, a sponsored skateboarder originally from Montana.
The myth, the
Braille
legend.
channel was created on December 26, 2005, only 10 months after the YouTube platform was launched, making Aaron Cairo one of the first currently well-known skaters to begin uploading videos to the site, with Nigel Alexander of NKA Vids notably edging out Cairo by 1 month. Fast forward 18 years to today, and Braille is working its way towards 2 billion views on its main channel, as in billion with a B, uploading long-form videos every single day. 5,200 uploads since December 2005 to today equates to 1 upload every 0.8 days, which is an objectively impressive achievement considering the time frame being equal to...
That means nothing to me.
As far as becoming the largest skate-related channel on YouTube, that has a lot to do with being an early entrant to the platform, of course, and uploading content almost every day to your channel for almost 2 decades certainly helps to ensure steady viewer traffic. But what else contributed to the rise and ultimately the fall of the Braille Skateboarding YouTube channel? Answering that question requires taking a look at Aaron Cairo, his skateboarding background, and a particularly unavoidable affiliation with a controversial set of beliefs and practices.
Okay, so yeah, we're just freaking getting into it in this video.
Let's dive in together to contributed to the rise and ultimately the fall of the Braille Skateboarding YouTube channel. Answering that question requires taking a look at Aaron Cairo, his skateboarding background, and a particularly unavoidable affiliation with a controversial set of beliefs and practices.
I wasn't sure if this was just going to cover like the background on the channel and how like the numbers fell off, but okay, that's interesting. I'm freaking willing. Let's go down the rabbit hole, dude. I'm down. I'm game.
Let's dive in together to find out who is Aaron Cairo, the man behind the rise and fall of the Braille Skateboarding YouTube channel. In his TEDx talk from late 2019, a suited-up Cairo shared that after graduating high school with good enough grades for an in-state Montana college scholarship, he instead followed his passion to skate by moving to Vancouver, BC for a year to study, claiming street spots were better there than in his hometown, before fully dropping out of school and moving to San Francisco to completely commit his time to skateboarding. Committing oneself to skateboarding, in Aaron's case, at the time meant he was stacking street video clips of himself. And while he doesn't specifically mention which companies he rode for in his TEDx talk, the Braille website's purpose page includes Cairo's former sponsors, a list of very core skateboarding brands like Volcom, Reel, Thunder, Bones Wheels, and Circa Shoes. Citing budget cuts in his...
I would definitely have worn Circa shoes and a Volcom shirt eagerly as a young boy. At the same time,
leaving him with unreleased footage he'd been compiling in San Francisco through 2005. In response to leaving his sponsors, Cairo uploaded the compiled footage to YouTube in the form of a 4-minute street part, which would play a key role in Aaron's journey as a content creator. Did an impact font fades into view after the line concludes, at which point a remix version of the epic Mansell orchestral composition did well on YouTube in late 2005 and early 2006, achieving what he claimed to be 350,000 views not long after uploading, which, for an edit of an unknown skater on YouTube in 2005, was enough for Cairo to, temporarily at least, shake off the sadness of being dropped from his sponsors, and continue to pursue success with skateboarding on YouTube. As far as what contributed to Braille's rise on YouTube...
Why is it called Braille? Can he not see? He can definitely see. Why is it called that?
mentioned self-titled video part was clearly a reputational
accessibility to skateboarding type shit. Okay, I figured it
for
out.
Aaron
Never
Cairo,
mind. Ignore
validating
me.
his skills, but it
I
also
mean,
acted as a
yo, like,
benchmark for
comment,
the soon-to-be
subscribe,
prolific
and
content
pay
creator
attention to me.
to chase views on the platform with more uploads. However, without the resources his sponsors provided, like product and filmers, how was Cairo going to move forward in 2005? Investing the time and energy to film another part and attempting to match or surpass the skill level he was skating in the initial YouTube part would likely take years, and doing it with no sponsors would make it close to impossible.
God damn it, dude. My grandma called me. I had to freaking take her call. I'm trying to learn about Scientology.
Detail that stands out is the success in viewership with how-to videos, including a 13-year-old 90-second video focused on a beginner's fundamental milestone in skateboarding.
So this is like what their old content was, like 1-minute videos, how to do a kickflip, easy peasy, prehistoric YouTube of a bygone era.
The act of pushing.
But good shit.
And in doing so, Cairo achieved 1 million views in the process. Scrolling through the old uploads on the channel, it's obvious that an audience for skateboarding tutorials was interested in watching trick tip videos, exemplified by one particular upload with more than 1 million views on how to ollie, and even 8 million views on how to kickflip. 5 years had passed between the time his explosive first self-titled video part dropped and the how to push upload was released, revealing a mysterious half-decade worth of time before Cairo was able to realize significant YouTube success, begging the question, what was going on with Aaron Cairo during that half-decade from 2005 to the early 2010s? Cairo's determination to be successful in skateboarding before YouTube manifested into him being a prolific footage stacker. And he's cited 2 particular parts from 2005. Aaron was allegedly never paid by any of his sponsors, even though he was producing street footage with their product depicted. And because this all took place before YouTube paid content creators, Cairo was working various odd jobs to financially support himself as a flow skater. Even after Cairo was dropped from his sponsors, namely Real, the initial Aaron Cairo YouTube part did not open many doors for him in the skate industry. And as mentioned, history shows he remained inactive on YouTube during those 5 years between his first upload and the successful how-to edits. Not much is known, published, or shared about Cairo during that gap in time from around 2005 to 2010, other than he continued to work odd jobs while pursuing skateboarding. But an unavoidable detail that presents itself in analyzing Aaron's story is his involvement in a relatively controversial set of beliefs known as Scientology.
Now, for the record, I know very little about this. It's a religion that I know they got made fun of on South Park, but I mean, they make fun of all religions, pretty much.
You're the secret doctrine. You have to be in the church for several years, Stan.
I know Tom Cruise is in it. That's it. That's all I've heard.
Scientology, considered a cult by some, or more neutrally a business/religion, was established.
Okay. Variously defined as a cult, a business, or a new religious movement. Okay, so religion is the 3rd thing on the list, huh? How many to learn?
It is known for providing, for lack of a better term, a plethora of self-help courses to its members in exchange for monetary payments. Cairo has appeared in multiple Meet a Scientologist videos.
Had to organize my tabs.
With one of them getting uploaded to YouTube back in 2009, before he was known as the boss of Braille. But what significance does Aaron Cairo and Scientology have with anything regarding the development of Braille? Well, any success story that results in the formation of a business, particularly a successful business, regardless of the industry, requires money, not uncommonly in significant quantities, and Braille is no exception. Jumping ahead 10 years from the time the 2009 Meet a Scientologist video featuring Aaron was published, an American journalist with a reputation for covering Scientology-related news, Tony Ortega, released an article in 2019 that featured a photo depicting Aaron Cairo celebrating the achievement of reaching Scientology's Silver Meritorious with Honors level patron status, which requires a cumulative donation sum of $750,000.
What? That's a lot of cheddar, dude. Holy.
Less than 6 months after the Ortega article dropped in 2019, Aaron uploaded a YouTube video on the Braille channel, which at the time had since accumulated several millions of subscribers, asking his audience to donate their money towards the renovation of a skate park in his Montana hometown. The problematic timing and subject of Cairo's video, where he's requesting his predominantly young audience to donate money to a remote skate park, not long after proudly standing for a photo with a trophy that honored him for donating $750,000 to an organization familiar with being embroiled in controversy, didn't go unnoticed.
Whoa.
Particularly on skateboarding's longest-standing message board, where additional linked articles from Ortega's website quoted Aaron Cairo in 2017, at the time posing for a Scientology publication that highlighted members who completed L rundowns. Information available regarding L rundowns in Scientology suggests that this process takes up to 50 hours to complete and can cost upwards of $60,000 for the auditing process, with an end goal of quote-unquote enabling a being to swiftly evolve into an unshakable, certain powerhouse radiating pure theta.
Pure theta. What is theta? Temperature. Still don't know.
Aaron Cairo, upon completion of the L10, is quoted as saying, "My space is so big and so clean, and
my sigma's so big and so skibbity. Amen. Please tell me that this is a dream. Please tell me I'm finna wake up, please. This makes no sense, dude. I feel like I'm making this up.
Flows are wide open. I got rid of masses that had been in my space for trillions of years. I truly uncovered my basic goodness and rightness as a being." The same article linked Cairo's YouTube success with his Scientology work, stating,
"They be sipping ayahuasca or something at those little meetups? I'm just wondering."
He's still having daily cognitions directly related to L10, and his online traction has seen a noticeable uptick. TheTruthAboutScientology.com tracks Cairo's involvement as a member, steadily progressing with coursework completion from early 2009 to as recent as mid-2023, including reaching gold meritorious status, signifying they've donated a cumulative $1 million to Scientology.
Like, stop! How much money do you have? Stop it!
Still,
I mean, do what you want, I guess.
Singular previously mentioned bad optics from Braille asking its community for skatepark donations, what is the importance?
Okay, well, you're just making an unfair comparison, dude. We can need a skate park funded because Daddy lost all the money, okay?
Of Cairo being a relatively generous Scientologist patron, and how is it linked with Braille? Braille's peak YouTube performance was in 2016, and it just so happens that Aaron completed 36% of his 25 Scientology courses in that year. While it's tempting to conclude, based on this information, that, just like the previous article said, Cairo's Scientology productivity can be tied to Braille's YouTube performance, it's worth keeping in mind that correlation does not necessarily mean causation, but it is quite a damn... Being an outspoken advocate...
What the fuck? Hold on, run it back.
25 and how is it linked with Braille? Braille's peak YouTube performance was in 2016, and it just so happens that Aaron completed...
2016 is around when me and Brad made that video, by the way, for context.
All right, dude, skate me. Oh god, skate.
But yeah, that's like what they would do. They would freaking put trucks on stuff, and now they're putting money into places where beliefs go to allegedly change.
Tread me, babe.
Percent of his
very important content.
25 Scientology courses in that year. While it's tempting to conclude, based on this information, that, just like the previous article said, Cairo's Scientology productivity can be tied to Braille's YouTube performance, it's worth keeping in mind that correlation does not necessarily mean causation, but it is quite a damn... Being an outspoken...
Listen, don't encourage him, man. That's probably what he wants. I mean, I suppose we have gotten fully into the Scientology bit, so I guess I could take a freaking tangent over here to check out one of these other clips, dude. This is actually how I stumbled across this freaking stuff. Was this guy's video? Freaking Dan Webbs is proving Aaron Cairo has lied to you. This video is obviously much more critical of whatever Aaron Cairo's doing with his life. But this was the Lamont Holt podcast, which I've seen a few people on, but he had Aaron Cairo on, and he asked him about the Scientology stuff, and all of his responses are just complete non-responses. I think even all the comments agreed, like, he really isn't explaining anything. People are mad because they know what it is. Disappointing. This is called non-answers, just eluding every question by rambling and trying to gain sympathy. If you're going to ask controversial questions, call them out on the BS. Yeah, it was super awkward because it's like you can't really force him to answer different if he says something that you don't like, right? Because like then you're just gonna start talking about the conversation itself, I suppose. Like anyway, let's watch this freaking clip. It's pretty awkward.
And now I built an entire career on communication.
All right, I want to ask you about Scientology.
Yes.
So I saw this article. I'm sure you know it's going around. You became the leader. You look excited too. Of Scientology in San Francisco.
What does that
so
mean?
I'm not the
what is a leader? Like the main? I don't even care.
Of Scientology. Let's just get that very clear. So I am a Scientologist.
Okay, explain that.
Yes. So when I came here, I was really, really shy.
So he admits that he is a Scientologist, whatever that means. But that's the truth.
Very shy. I could not communicate.
And this is...
I did a communications course, and it totally helped me communicate. It helped me a lot.
He does not communicate here at all that the communications course took place at the Church of Scientology, which they do call him out on after this.
And from that point forward, I just had this ability to communicate. It helped me a lot. Like, so
Like, he
I'm not
hasn't
gonna
mentioned
say,
it.
Oh, well, that didn't work for me. Or, oh, somebody said something bad about that, so I'm just going to stop.
You did not answer the question, sir. Let's run it back.
And it totally helped me. Oh,
Francisco?
so I'm not the leader of Scientology. Let's just get that very
Which
clear.
could
So
be-
I am
Still don't know what that
a
means. Could mean
Scientologist.
anything.
Okay, explain that.
Yes. So when I came here, I was really, really shy. Very shy. I could not communicate. And I did a communications course. And it totally helped me communicate. It helped me a lot. And from that point forward, I just had this ability to communicate. It helped me a lot. Like, so I'm not going to say, oh, well, that didn't work for me. Or, oh, somebody said something bad about that, so I'm just going to stop. Like, no way. Like, that really helped me. So I did that course, and it really did change my life.
Cool. In what ways besides that?
It was really that.
Oh, okay.
Like, it broke me out of my shell, and then I was able to communicate. And now I built an entire career on communicating.
Yeah.
He doesn't... What the fuck was that? What was that, dude? He is flabbergasted.
Oh, so the course that I did was at the Church of Scientology.
You
It was
never
a
said...
communication course.
I thought you meant you just did like a college course.
No.
Clearly, you need another communications course, sir.
So then I've been doing it ever since. Been doing it.
Ain't
for
nothing
20
wrong
years.
with getting some
Everybody's
help.
so mad in the comments. I see it all the time that you're a Scientologist.
Because they're mad. I don't know. I think they just don't understand it, and I think it's just a thing where they just don't know what it is.
Yeah, people are saying some crazy stuff.
And people say some wild stuff, but also like
what the fuck?
But also what's very interesting is when you're on the internet and you start to grow, people say wild stuff. Just you probably got some wild stuff on your plate too.
I got a lot of shit.
Yeah, a lot
I've had
of stuff that people say.
I've had people say
that has nothing to do with Scientology, and people just say it. Have you ever heard of like the tall poppy syndrome? I have to look it up to see exactly how it is, but it's like all these poppies in a field. One poppy like grows taller, and then people trying to cut that poppy down.
That's like the crabs in the bucket.
Yeah, the crabs in the bucket thing.
But
So he's saying, like, people are just hating on him by questioning his Scientology affiliation. I'm not mad, and I do not understand Scientology, so that's where I stand. I'm just, you know, I don't understand why he obfuscates the entire, like, question. And why doesn't this guy have a mic or a real chair?
course. How did you know that the Church of Scientology was offering that course?
That was a good question.
Communication was
I didn't
really
catch that the first time I saw this.
low. And then they suggested you should do a communication course. It will help you. And I thought, yeah, it won't help me. Yeah, right. This is not going to help me. No way. I don't believe this in any way, shape, or form.
Yeah.
And then I did it, and I like literally didn't want it to work. And it did. And then I was like, okay.
I mean, if it really helped him, there's nothing wrong with that. Fuck it, dude. I'm not hating on, you know, anyone who gets, like, fulfillment out of a religion or whatever. It's not really my thing, but I mean, you do you.
not
but-
gonna, like, lie to myself, call a spade a spade.
I really
and
don't
have
know
enough
why he's,
personal
like,
integrity to say
Being
that.
like, I'm not going to lie to myself. I'm not going to talk down on this thing, even though I don't want it to work, but it's right in front of me. It's like, it's so weird.
And it did.
No one's asking you to
So then I
talk
did more
down on
courses
it,
from there.
necessarily.
More.
It's asking a pretty direct question.
And he says, here's a personality test. It'll tell you how successful you're going to be in your life. And this is that time period where I was, like,
Perfect. And then I throw that in the trash immediately.
yeah, and like just his like viewpoint and like what he went through, and then the Elon Musk one, like he started an electric car company in an age where like talk about he's going up against all the oil companies and stuff that he went through. It is wild. Like he like talk about being hated, like just beyond hated, and then he still made this very successful company because he just stuck to what he was doing.
Bro's just yapping.
That's why I always go back and I go make these videos and go, man, why am I doing all this?
I feel that.
I'm actually trying to like get new people in skateboarding and grow the industry, and I don't care if they're going to stab me in the back because I actually love and respect these people so much that I'll just keep going through that to just keep trying to grow the sport.
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
What do you what's the requirements
okay.
to be like? Would you gotta go to church or something like every Sunday? Explain that. Like, what do you have to do?
You just do courses.
Just courses all the time?
Yeah. You don't even have to do them all the time. You could literally read a book. You could go to the library and rent a book for free and read the book. Or you could go in and do a course, and you just do a course. So it's very different. It's not like a Sunday, like, oh, we're going to church on Sunday. It's you go in, you do a course, you learn a life skill, and then you use it in your life. No test.
Why people calling it a cult?
Because they don't understand it.
Shit. I've been seeing all.
It's a very culty answer, I gotta say.
Obviously, I've been doing it for 20 years.
Yeah, so he says he's been doing this for 20 years. So that has to be way before YouTube, which, yeah, someone in the freaking original video we were watching, there was like a Scientology video from forever ago. So it doesn't seem like it's a secret. That's why it kind of confuses me as to why I am a Scientologist, Aaron, skateboarder.
My name is Aaron, and I'm a skateboarder. Skateboarding is
So
definitely...
is, like, if it's not a secret, why does he act so sketchy about it? Because that clip is so weird.
difficult, takes a lot of years and a lot of practice. And the thing that happened before Scientology and after was I was learning tricks a lot easier. Things were just coming to me a lot easier with less effort. Before it was like a lot of strain and I don't know if I can do this. You know, as soon as you put that, I don't know if I can do this trick, you pretty much have ruined yourself right there. So if you're gonna say, I know I can do this trick and I'm gonna learn it, you can learn any trick that you want to know how to do in as little time as you take to actually do it. I can really do more of what I want to do instead of what people tell me I should do.
So if I take a course in Scientology and donate some money, I can get good at whatever I want? That's fucking awesome.
I'm confident in who I am.
It makes no sense though.
My name is Aaron, I'm a skateboarder, and I'm also a Scientologist.
All right. I mean, hell yeah, brother. Yeah, so that was super interesting just because he would not really answer the questions.
Advocate and extremely generous patron to an organization that's seen by many as a religion means that there's a chance that a portion, potentially sizable amount, of the money earned by Braille from YouTube ad revenue and income from all the additional entrepreneurial skateboarding endeavors associated with Aaron Cairo is going to find its way in helping to fund Scientology. Determining whether helping to fund Scientology is objectively good or bad, however, isn't exactly the most straightforward answer.
Braille actually is riddled with Scientologists. It is not just Aaron, and I've got proof of everybody that is in the Scientology field right here on my computer. So let's jump back into that scene real quick. So for example, the CEO of Braille right here, Devin Weber. This is all public information, by the way. I'm not exposing anything that doesn't need to be exposed. Devin Weber, Braille Skateboarding COO. She's the person that runs the company right now.
So I guess Aaron Cairo's not even in charge of the company anymore. It's this person, which...
the State of Clear in the Church of Scientology San Francisco Instagram. Now hear this, Devin Negley Weber just attested to the State of Clear, which is one of their cult-like ritual things. But what is the State of Clear? Basically, the State of Clear means that you have shed your reactive mind and are no longer bound by the shackles of like fear, irrational behavior, upsets and insecurities. Basically, it means you're stoic and have taken the Scientology test to make sure that you no longer have these emotions in you and you can react to things without having to use emotion, which is already pretty gnarly. But look, this is also her father here again. Oops. And all public information. This guy was a very high-ranking member in the Church of Scientology. He was ordained the minister of the Church of Scientology, and so on and so forth. And then finally, we've got Lance and the girl Chloe that used to work
I remember Lance from the old videos. He used to be like the second in command at Braille.
There as well. Both passed their Scientology tests. Links in the description. But basically what the metering course is, it's a little electronic device that they use in Scientology that is meant to be able to read the emotions and thoughts of other people. Now they used to say all the time.
Is that real? It's so strange. Some Elon Musk Neuralink bizarre shit. I think that if your channel isn't doing that well, that you should probably take another course on communication. Dude, this is just so interesting. I don't know if there was a focused point of my reaction or any of these. In theory, I don't have a problem with any one specific ideology over another in like a spiritual sense, but I have no idea what Scientology is or if it's a cult, but it seems kind of creepy and I don't have any money, so don't come for me. What do you guys think of this story? Do you know who Braille Skateboarding is? Are you a Scientologist? Let me know all of these 3 things in the comments. Hit the like button if you enjoyed this reaction video. Subscribe if you're new. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.